Good morning, children. For today's children's homily, I'm standing here in front of one of my favorite windows in the entire church. And it's really a wonderful window in part because it helps us to remember something that we are also kind of observing today, right? Which is what? Mother's Day. We always love to celebrate Mother's Day. I hope you've done something very, very nice for your mother today. So, here at this window, we see all kinds of wonderful reminders of Jesus' mother, Mary, and of that whole way in which Mary had such an important role, right, in shaping Jesus and helping him to grow into a young man who was so faithful to God. And so look at these pictures. We see Jesus at various ages and Mary, his mother. We see Jesus as a baby, and there Mary is with Joseph, and then at the next picture, we see Jesus as a 12-year-old boy. Do you remember that story in Luke's gospel about how they went to the festival for the Passover and how Jesus stayed behind in the temple and his parents were all worried about him, and Mary, and Joseph finally find him in the temple. And what's Jesus doing? He's asking questions of the scribes and Pharisees and the religious leaders in the temple, and also saying all kinds of amazing things that make them say, where did this boy who's 12 years old get all this wisdom? And of course we know where he got it, right? And then this next picture is one of my favorite pictures in the stained glass windows in the church. It's a beautiful picture of Jesus and his mother and Joseph. Remember what Joseph was a carpenter. And you can see him, he's got a saw, and he's busy sort of sawing a piece of wood there. And Jesus is talking to his mother. And just this whole scene right there is just so beautiful. Such an image of family life, right? So your mom and dad and the little child, and dad is doing what he does for a living, and maybe Jesus is interested in that. But he's, of course, also very, very interested in what Mary has to teach him and to tell him. And again, it's one of the reasons why I think Jesus probably grew up to be so loved by the women disciples, because I think Jesus got a special insight from his mother about the way to teach and to show love towards the women disciples, the people who came to hear Jesus preach, and Jesus had a special concern for them. So, there we have it. These windows shows sort of family life. And of course, at the center of the family life is the gift of our mother. And so I pray that today you do wonderful things for your mother and tell her how much you love her. And I'm sure she will very, very much want to hug you and tell you how wonderful it is to have the gift to be a mother. So God bless you all, and happy Mother's Day.